I will lock to staff.
Dual lock engaged. Autopilot standing by.
Okay.
Alright,
So here's another match playing at Adventure Synchron. But this time I get paired up against Brayden. He is playing his pure Kashtira deck. It seems like it's been a fair bit of time since Kashtira was the best deck, but he still doesn't let you forget that it was at one point the best deck. And what it would do, it was just a bit obnoxious. The way it would just lock your entire field, not let you place anything, which is so bad. Pendulum had it the worst because he just locked their pendulum scales. That was just like so bad. But he wins a dice roll. I'm not sure what he's gonna go for. He starts sequencing off. I see that he's gonna go for Era for sure. He has Birth. He has Rise Heart, and he's gonna get Big Bang, access to another cash card. So he's gonna have both cash cards on field. But I'm not sure what he's gonna do with them. All I know is that I'm like, well, if I don't see non-engine, I'm in trouble because Unicorn would have been annoying if I interacted any point that didn't involve a Veiler or an Imperm to stop the ad and then have him rip my speeder, because that would suck, because the Unicorn ripping speeder is devastating. So that's something that we have to watch out for and have to contemplate whether we want to use an effect while Unicorn is on field. But luckily I don't think I drew into any hand traps. But look at his hand, bro. He has Ash as well. This man has Ash, and he has one of the Charmies. I think I saw a Charmy, and he goes for Flare Meadow. I'm like, what the hell? I was expecting like a different type of combo. I'm not sure, but I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I do go through a lot of sequence. Like my sequence is fairly long, so you know, I have Ogre. There wasn't a real time to use Ogre, so I just kept it in hand. Standby phase. He summons Fenrir. I'm okay. It's not a Unicorn. I think my hand can play around the Fenrir, so I wasn't too concerned. I was more concerned about Unicorn. And the burn starts. Summon Unicorn. Veiler's my Unicorn. I'm like, oh my! Okay, I have a Fenrir in hand, so I was hoping to like activate that. Discard the Fenrir in hand, go Birth, revive my Fenrir, you know? And I'm just trying to find a way. So right here, I summoned the Ogre because I want to get access to my bounce, but he just ashes the Equip Search. So I'm like, oh, that's annoying, because I wanted to bounce the Flare Meadow or bounce the Era. Or just, I wanted to bounce before I can actually start my combo. Yeah, so I don't have access to Synchron, so I just try to go for like the mid-range control, like just control with like interactive setup. It won't outright win the game, but it'll gradually put me in a position where I can seal the game the following turn, right? So then I go for this. I go for Cheng Ying because I can still use Enchantress, and this will allow me to trigger Cheng Ying. The burn, bro! All these burns. Cheng Ying. I have to get rid of the Birth, and I have to get rid of. And the Grid doesn't matter, but I just want to get rid of the Birth for sure. I don't want him to keep reviving his Fenrir and then forcing out my guy. You know, it's gonna be kind of annoying. So I get rid of that right away, and then I pass with this because on his turn he's gonna want to summon something off Era, right? And I'm not sure whether he anticipated the little setup that I have with Unicorn and Cheng Ying. Watch, check it out. I rip his Zeus because I think that's the most fearful thing that I'm scared of. And an SP line doesn't really affect me because that ensures that I live. So I want to retain my resources. I want to keep my Fateful on field.
Trying to implement new strategies and combinations that I would have never thought possible.
See, these obscure setups are what I really enjoy because they're difficult to play around. They're not predictable, you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of assume where it's going, but like, pair that with like hand traps or other interactions, it just makes it really odd to play around. He took a while, and at this point, I had to cut so much of the video because he was taking so long. And then yeah, he goes for SP. I don't mind SP. So my assumption now, looking at his hand now, was he did it this way because he wanted to be able to chain SP banish my Cheng Ying and then charming me and then try to get some sort of traction that way. Because if he goes unicorn, I keep ripping his extra and then like, you know. And he's like, oh, wait a second, I gotta change that.
To that, okay. Have to, otherwise.
Yeah. Man, Brayden's deck is maxed out, bro. I think all he's missing is the QCR Charmies. But like everything's maxed out.
That was crazy.
And he just scoops.
I forgot about...
Bro.
Unicorn.
Duel engaged. Autopilot standing by.
Okay, we're going on to game 2, and once again I'm hoping for hand traps. But like the board he made, I guess the adventure engine and the cash cards can push through it because it's not an insane setup. It's just enough backed up with hand traps, right? It's like a very mid-range style. Like okay, I'm establishing something decent, and then hopefully that paired with my hand traps would be sufficient. So he goes for like the unicorn add special, you know, it's a very basic standard Kashtira card sequence. Goes for Era. Goes Rise Heart. It's the exact same thing. What's my hand? I know I saw a planet in my hand. 3. Oh, that book would have been nice. Yeah, that book would have been awesome. Oh my goodness, yeah, that book would have been so cool. But he ripped it. It's fine. He got rid of my assault as well, which is kind of annoying. We go for pots. What's my hand? Can't remember my hand. All I know is I do have planet. The shifter there. Oh my goodness. Hate that card. Who doesn't hate that card, man? It's like join the club. We'll just burn shifters for your initiation. He sets one, sets another one. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what that spell was. It kind of looked like Rumble, but I doubt he played Rumble in his deck. I just confused what that set was. And he does the exact same setup. Except instead of the Veiler, he has an impermanent set. So this is like virtually identical. Yeah, he passes, and I jump to Stardust. Okay, so Foolish Stardust tuning rights planet. So my hand is pretty good. I drew both the best engine with Synchron, which is insane. I go for Fenrir, special unicorn, and try to do the same thing. And he imprims it again. Oh my god. When he gets it again, so I don't get birth access, which is kind of annoying. I let him know that I'm putting it in the column that the imprim wasn't in. He ashes my Synchron access. I mean, I still have Synchron access because I have Foolish, and I have Stardust. Stardust is not the best. It's not the best one to get your combos going, but it'll do. Yeah, I remind him again that it's in the different column. Yeah, because Stardust lines are very odd. They're very high leveled, right? So it makes it really awkward when you want to go for a 5. He goes Birth banishes my rights and my Fenrir. I'm like, this is perfectly fine. And he just keeps clogging off my zone. And it keeps clogging my zone. I'm like, okay, well, how do I do this? I need to get to a bounce, that's for sure. Go for Griffin. I think right here, I forget to reduce 500. And triggers to Fenrir. Yeah, so just be mindful of that. And in the life points, I should be 500 less. cook the Dracoback. Dracoback is so good. Yeah, Dracoback is so good in this matchup. Bouncing the exceeds, bouncing Fenrir's that you don't want to trigger, you know? Foolish. Right here, I was debating whether I get my zones back. Right here, I was debating on sending Jet, but I was like, if that's an imperm, I just lose. So I can't just go tunnel vision and go, speeder, you know? I can't do that. So I end up pivoting into, if you watched the last match versus Yugioh, where I go into Punisher, like that Punisher was like MVP that day. It was just crazy how insane that was. So then I keep burning. I'm trying to get myself low enough to get my Punisher huge, but I gotta be mindful though. Yeah, some XL, get a token. It doesn't matter that I don't revive anything. It's just getting the token, right?
Stardust Dragon is a level 8 wind attribute synchro monster. It has 2,500 attack points and 2,000 defense points.
See, you're a really good duelist, but by spending all your time and energy getting your monsters where you wanted them to be, you didn't leave room to anticipate any counterattacks.
You give a sure better, right?
Upbraided, man. Yeah, so can be mindful. I should be on 1,000 here. I should be on 1,000. 500 less. So I go for Punisher. I just need to have enough attack power.
And then I'll gain that. So I'll gain 7.
Yeah, so I should be on 500 here. So I still have enough.
So he's on.
Run over the flare metal. And then Speeder can pump attack, double attack. Run over the Fenrir, and then Punisher's just huge.
Yeah, because this is declare that. He increases his attack. The turn of Secret Summon, I can double his attack. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I can. Oh, God.